spent many, many years practicing law all over corporate America. I lobbied on the Hill, became jaded with that concept, moved on to working at the Securities and Exchange Commission, law firms, in-house, where I reported to multiple boards of directors. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to do this on my own. And the reason I do this is because along the way in all these jobs, people kept coming up to me and going, how is it that you're getting promoted? And how come your partner in charge is allowing you to do X, Y, and Z? And how did you land that big client? And I would just go along my merry way giving advice, do this, do that, say this, do this, don't do this. And somebody kept coming up to me going, why aren't you helping people? Why aren't you like professionally doing this? Because you get all these requests. And I stopped and thought, well, that's valid. And as I look back through my career, it's really interesting. There were all sorts of signs along the way that whatever I was doing could work for a lot of other people. And I love to tell this story, and you might have heard it if you've heard me speak before. I was at the Securities and Exchange Commission, and Enron had just blown up. And I was in the rulemaking division, so lucky us, right? We called it fire drills when we churn out the law. And so I'd written a large portion of the law in terms of financial experts serving on board of directors. So it's a big dog and pony show when you go before the SEC. So it's a huge, like, Coliseum-like setting at the Securities and Exchange Commission. Arthur Levitt and his court sit up there. And the media comes out, and everybody comes out from private practice. And I go up there, and I presented my case, and they approved my law. And I go back up to my office, and I get this email immediately from one of my colleagues in private practice, and he said, the substance of your rule was good, but I gotta tell you, your hair and your clothing were fabulous. And I was like, really? I forwarded that email on to my sister, and she still has that email. She's like, I just get such a chuckle that all this substantive work, and people remember that. But those were the comments I would get as I went along the way. And it wasn't like the substance wasn't there, but this is what people were focusing on. And so that's why I found it's really relevant.